Hey there you guys, it is me, RandomJosh, and I am back again with another Random Monday video. And today I have something that I'm actually quite excited by. So I've been slowly upping my kind of quality and ability with these videos. So we started with the camera, we've now got a ring light. The next thing that had to come eventually is, of course, a good microphone. So annoyingly, the camera that I use does not support having external microphones attached to it, but this one I've seen recommended quite a few times. Yeah, I've seen this recommended quite a few times online. It has some different modes, some really good functions with it, and it's fairly affordable for a microphone. The main intention of the microphone is for voiceovers, but we're gonna kind of have a little bit of a play and see what we can really achieve with this. So of course, literally this has just come today, and I'm super excited. So if you don't know what this is from the look of the box, this is the Blue Yeti Ultimate USB microphone for professional recording. So yeah, it's one of the Blue range, so a lot of people I think tend to go for the Blue Snowball because it's quite small, compact, whereas this is rather large and weighty. But I feel like this one is the one that I really would benefit from the most, I guess, because of the capabilities and for the kind of quality that I want to give to you guys as the viewers at home. I want to give you the full kind of RandomJosh experience, and we're up in our game, girl. So yeah, I just want to unbox this now. Ugh. If I can. Okay, so it all just kind of comes out from the looks of things. Oh, Jesus. Ooh. So it is a hunk of a box. Now, luckily, I actually do know how this opens, and it opens from the side. Because I did watch a video recently of someone unboxing this, and they spent about 20 minutes trying to work out how to unbox it. So, hint to everyone, look at how to unbox things before you actually unbox them. Along there, and I believe it just pops right open. So obviously we have our USB cable, which is cool. We have our little handy dandy manual, which obviously has how to set it up, how to use the different modes, what they mean, what they're good for, and all of that fun stuff. Yeah, it's just the normal stuff that you get in a box, really. But of course, we are here for the one and only. Oh, look at it, it's so pretty. Oh. Okay, so just remove the silica packet. So here it is. As you can tell, it is about the size of my face. So it is rather large, and it has a really good weight to it. I might start, lifting this as weights. So it does, flip around and rotate this way. So this is how you're meant to use it. So you kind of stand it up and you talk into the side of it. I've seen, apparently this is a thing that a lot of people do, is they point it to their face like this and think you can talk into it like this. This isn't where it goes. It comes into this side. I'm, gonna be learning because I've never used a mic before, a proper mic. So at the bottom here, it has some different cool things. We have a headphone jack there, You've got your USB port in there so you can connect it to your laptop or computer. And it's also got this thing which is mainly for if you want to detach it from its stand, and you can totally have this on like a kind of boom mic kind of setup, like a, I don't know what you'd call it, like an arm that just like reaches over, and like you can have it hanging down like this. So you can look really kind of cool and retro, you know? I'm just super excited by all of this, I'm sorry. And of course here we've got our volume, so you can kind of change the volume of it. And you've also got a mute button on here as well. So you can mute your mic halfway through in case you need to quickly, just boop, mute it. On the back we've got 2 dials here. The top one is of course the gain, so we can kind of control the sensitivity of the mic, and you've also got this dial at the back which feels a little bit stiff. And that is for the pattern. So there are 4 patterns with this particular microphone, which are explained on the box and in the little leaflet. So you've got stereo, which is basically for, I think I've got the actual terminology in here because I can't remember the terminology. I think it's like omnidirectional and stuff like that. Oh no, that's a different one. So stereo basically picks up everything, I think, from around it. So the entire kind of mic is in use. Cardioid, which is like one-sided, so it literally will just pick up from the front. So it's very good for like focusing in and honing in on that mic. Omnidirectional seems to be a bit of a different one to, very similar to stereo but slightly different from the looks of it, I think. It's very confusing. And then you have bidirectional, which is essentially this side and this side pick up sound. So anything going on to the sides of you, so like me and the camera would get the audio basically. Now I think this is going to require a little bit of playing around with just to kind of get the hang of, because I've never used a mic. I don't know what I'm doing with this. I'm kind of just going with the flow. But yeah. I think majority of it is pretty self-explanatory. It's a microphone, you know. It is there to pick up audio and, you know, do all of the funky dory stuff. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to set this up, and then we're going to have a little bit of a tester with this mic and see what the audio quality kind of comes out as. So of course I will be killing the audio on this and just taking the audio from this bad boy, and we're going to see what happens. Okay, there you guys. So this is the sound of the audio with the mic just in front of me. You may hear a little bit extra noise because obviously I'm holding the mic right in front of my face. I need to find some kind of like table or something that I can use to just put the mic on so that it holds it in place, so that we're not getting all this kind of sound of the touching of the mic. So this may turn into ASMR, but you know, we're just using it for normal purposes for the most part of today. But this is, if I remember correctly, the stereo version. So you may hear some sounds from like some other parts, maybe not this side particularly. You can possibly hear the difference. I'm not sure. We'll see when we actually get to editing this video. But essentially that is the stereo mode of this mic. I really hope that the quality of my like voice is actually like quite good. If I keep looking this one way, it's because I've got the recording going on of my voice, so I want to make sure that I'm not speaking too loudly, because now I can actually speak a little bit more calmly and still be heard, hopefully. I think if I start screaming down this mic, it may just deafen you all, but I think we're good for now. Okay there, so once again we have changed the setting. I keep forgetting what settings I'm changing them to. So this is the cardioid setting. I'm just gonna kind of like move my head slowly and steadily around the mic, just so you can kind of get a full experience of essentially what this kind of experience is, I guess. Again, I'm not trying to speak too loudly because I just want to ensure that, you know, I'm not completely deafening you guys, and I also just want to make sure that basically I'm not killing you all and that this is enjoyable for everyone. So we're kind of just experimenting and playing around and seeing what we can really achieve with this. So that is the cardioid setting on this microphone, so hopefully it's good. So once again we have got another setting. This is the omnidirectional setting. I have, just to let you know as well, also upped the gain on this a little bit, just so that we're experimenting and changing it up a little bit, so we can get a little bit more of an experience for you guys. So again, I don't particularly know exactly like 100% how these are going to turn out. I don't know whether this is going to sound really, really good or really, really bad. So it is going to be a bit of an experience for all of us, because, you know, naturally everything in life with me is an experience. We are learning, we are, you know, playing around, we're testing things out so we can kind of understand for everyone what the best kind of possible outcome of using the Blue Yeti microphone will be. But that is it for the omnidirectional setting. Well, pattern, I should say. And now, of course, last but not least, we have also got the bidirectional pattern. So this just picks up from these two sides. So if I was to come round to the side, you probably will not hear me as much. You probably will still hear a part of my voice, but it should hopefully, fingers crossed, be a little bit more muffled. Whereas if I'm talking directly at you, you can hear a lot more, and it will still go for the other side as well, hopefully. And, you know, it's a little bit of a different experience again. So this is more for if you're just doing a face-to-face kind of podcast or an interview that you would like to record. This is good to just pop in between two people and pick up perfectly the two people's conversation without getting the rest of the background noise into it. Well, minimizing what is around you, not completely cutting it off, because that would be pretty much impossible. There's always going to be little bits of background noise, and I've just realised it's raining outside, which is really sad. Makes me really sad, because it means that I've got to walk my dog in this horrific weather, which is not fun for any of us. But yes, this is the bidirectional. So I've actually just moved the mic now, so it is to my side, so the audio may be a little bit weird. I'm just kind of again testing things out, seeing what works and seeing what does not work. Obviously I need to find something suitable to like rest this microphone on if I am going to be making videos with the mic being in front of my face if I do need it. And also I need to just, you know, figure out a little bit more, I guess, have like a little bit more of a play around with how to set it up a little bit better and how to make it work best for us for these videos. So I think the main use of it at the moment is just primarily going to be for voiceovers. So I will not be using it on like a day-to-day basis on these videos. Maybe in the future we will find a way of incorporating it a little bit more, but for the time being we are literally just going to be straight up going with the generic audio because it's so much easier, and until I can find a way to like incorporate the mic in it a lot more, I think it's going to be better that we just kind of stick to what we have. But anyway, you guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I literally was so excited to do this. I've been waiting to get a mic like this for so long and it looks so cool. I think the overall design, everything about it is just really pristine. It's really clean. It looks good. And I think it works fairly well from what I've heard so far and the little tests that I've done. Obviously I would love to hear your guys' feedback. What do you think of how the mic sounds down below? If you, obviously there is still room for us to kind of evolve with the mic. It's not all to do with just the mic, it's to do with how you set up the mic as well, which I probably have not done completely correctly, but hey ho, we're gonna just go with it for now. But yes, anyway, enough rambling for today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed, and I will see each and every one of you guys in the next video. Peace out, bitches.